Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another part of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. In the previous part, we killed the Brigand Wolf, and after that I said that I would play off camera a bit, which is what I did because we didn't have any good targets, and it really was only about leveling Cove to level 7, which I did off camera. I did like 4 runs, so now we have both remaining bosses available, the Drowned Crew and the Brigand 16 pounder. I said multiple times that the 16 pounder is gonna be the last boss that I'm gonna do. So today we are going after the Drowned Crew. Before that, an update on what happened while I was playing off camera. It was actually quite interesting. I got the Antiquarian to level 5. Uh, During that run, I got a ton of stress. The Vestal even got levels over, got stress over. Come on, can't talk today. Got stress above 100, so I had to pay quite a bit to reduce that. But no one died, so we have the Antiquarian on level 5. At some point, I'll try to get it to level 6. And then I did 3 medium runs on champion level in Cove. Not really super interesting, except maybe a loot, because from every single run I got around 30,000. I had to pay to remove some diseases, quirk and stuff, something you can't avoid. But it still means that we now have over 115,000. So yeah, quite good. I wanted to do one more thing. Oh, here. I also leveled this mask to level 6. I took him for one run. It was actually a pain in the ass because he was taking a ton of damage and I forgot to upgrade him. So I'm just gonna do it now. When I have it in mind, because I know myself and things that I don't do immediately I always forget. So let's upgrade these skills that we are using, and I'm gonna upgrade his gear so I really have this done. Don't have to think about that. I know myself. So that's what happened off camera. Again, I'm just removing a negative quake. I'm not sure if we are not healing stress, but I had to heal stress multiple times. So I think I invested maybe like 15,000 into stress healing, so unusually high stress levels while I was playing. But maybe it was because I was kind of rushing those rounds, so I made some mistakes. Hopefully on camera it will improve, and I hope it's gonna improve, especially because we are going after a boss that can be a huge pain in the ass. So let's move on, check our composition, and I'll talk a bit about the boss, why it can be problematic. The thing is, the boss is very hard to predict. It's a huge boss that takes 3 spots on one side, and periodically it's spawning an ad. The ad has only one attack. It like chains one hero, and as long as that ad is alive, the hero remains chained. He can't attack, but he's taking stress with like every turn, and also as long as he's chained, um, the boss is getting quite strong heals. So basically, whenever this happens, we have to kill the ad as fast as possible. Then we can switch to the boss. And also, while the chain is active, or while the ad is alive, I should say, the boss has quite high resistance, not resistance, protection. That's what I wanted to say. And so there's even no reason to attack the boss. It's just impossible to do more damage through the protection than the heals the boss is getting from the ad. So we always have to kill the ad, then we can swap to the boss, then the ad spawns again, etc, etc, etc. And the boss has 2 actions per turn, so even if you are killing the ad fast enough, the boss is still getting some more action. He can cause bleed, he's causing stress, and also another annoying thing, he has a skill that can move our heroes around, which is probably the most annoying part of the fight. Because when the boss gets lucky and shuffles the order of our heroes uh, in a way when we can't act, we just waste the full turn moving around, and it can really get out of control really quickly. So I was thinking about how to make the fight easier, and probably the best thing that we can do is just boost our damage so we can kill the ad, ideal one-shot the ad, and then keep going after the boss. Don't allow him to heal. So that's my plan, and I adjusted the part that I'm taking Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor is gonna be stacking up some blights on the boss, and we need the Plague Doctor to get to the boss. I just need the AoE stun. So that's one thing. Trinkets blast him as well, and I'm taking Move Charm because like one of the worst things would be if the Plague Doctor got moved to the first position. That would be a huge pain in the ass. So I'm trying to reduce the chance that something like this is gonna happen. Occultist as a healer, and also as a damage dealer and hero responsible for marking. The boss is unholy, so I took Unholy Slayer and anything else now. Just Unholy Slayer using Cleansing Crystal as usual, and Ancestor's Musket Ball for some extra damage. Then the second position, Houndmaster, probably the main damage dealer. Again, it has Quirk against Unholy, this time Unholy Hater. Trinkets, I'm taking 2 trophies, Wolf's Tassel, because it further improves our damage versus marked, and crit chance versus the boss. So that's why I'm saying he'll most likely be our main damage dealer, and the Necromancer's Scholar to further boost damage against Unholy. So I'm just trying to stack up as much damage as possible and hoping that we can increase the damage enough to be able to one-shot the ad. That would be amazing. Like that, the fight should be actually quite easy. It's all about the ad. If it's dying fast enough, the boss is not getting enough heals, doesn't have the protection, and it's only about doing like 200 damage to the boss, which shouldn't be a big problem. But if the ad stays alive, I've seen the boss healing for maybe 300 hit points during the fight when it's not handled properly. So yeah, it can be really crazy. What else? And our main tank, Hellion, no surprise. The boss often can be hit with Iron Swan, so that's huge damage boost together with Unholy Slayer. Again, trying to get as much damage as possible. Ancestor's Candle with Sun Ring. Again, it was either Sun Cloak or Sun Ring, and in this case, I just want all the damage that we can get. So yeah, this is the group, this is the plan, and let's do it. So, all the food again, and the plan is always the same for champion bosses, just get to the boss, kill it, and get out of there. I don't really care about loot, about anything, I just want the boss down. In case we need it, I'll take all shovels. This time I'll take all bandages. I don't want to waste time healing. We could use, where is it? Battlefield Medicine to cure blight or bleed, but that would mean wasting an action for healing rather than doing damage, so I'm gonna heal all the bleeds the boss is gonna cause with bandages, so all heroes can just keep attacking as much as possible. Again, I'm taking Holy Waters because it's relevant for this boss fight. There is some resist we want to boost, and the usual amount of torches. Again, oh, and we still want to take like 6 herbs, because there are some curious in Cove that actually need them. Oh, 2 keys? Wow. This is interesting. You can throw away the anti-venom. And we're gonna burn the torch, but you won't be bringing almost anything back. Like, I mean, any loot back, because we just have provisions everywhere. Okay. So let's do this.
While the greedy dogs slept off their revelry, I hexed their anchor with every twisted incantation I could muster, imbuing it with the weight of my ambition and my contempt for their crude extortion. At the witching hour, the anchor pulled with preternatural force, dragging craft and crew down into the depths. They must have cried out, but no sound escaped the swirling black waters.
And let's do it.
Chained
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I think the boss is down here, but it's impossible to be sure. Oh, okay. We still can skip at least some rooms. Ah, this is not a good start. Need to get to the boss in a good shape. And stress can be a problem on this boss, so the stress from a trap is actually annoying. Okay, how are we gonna do this one? Wow, that's just fucked up. It's possible that this run actually ends up on the first fight. I can't believe that's so fucked up. I have to heal, so that's too dangerous. Okay, you have to kill the witch, can't afford to take the stress. Go for the stun. I think... Now I want to kill the piranha. I was thinking about the stun, but... Come on. 2 attacks are not enough. And this is the problem, since we are stacking damage against Unholy, and there is like nothing Unholy until we get to the boss. Okay, let's heal up. Thinking it might be best to stun the champion. Don't want him to guide the cultist. Okay, another one down.
Destroy them all.
Let's mark this guy. I think I'm gonna use the blight. If he gets guarded, he's still gonna die. Nope.
The ground quakes. Masterfully executed.
I'm getting some crits, but kinda need to reduce the stress of the plague doctor. Nothing else really matters.
as the enemy crumbles.
Hey, -3. Nice.
Success so clearly in view.
We can
Or
check
is
the
it
chest.
really a trick of the light?
Nothing interesting. Make sure that we move the plague doctor to the bag. And another problem is we have no one with like Cove Explorer or something like that. So we are going blind the whole time, I think. The chance that we get scouting is really low. Okay, let's make sure our trinkets are working.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh, that was a nice crit.
Singular strike.
Oh, finally. -7, that's quite nice.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I don't know what to throw away now. I think shovels. You just ignore all the curious that need shovel. We have to make sure that we have enough for blockages.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Oh, scouting. Nice. And it was a really good proc. Another problem could be traps. No, the Houndmaster is actually quite good even without a trinket that would increase the chance.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore this chest because we'd have to use a shovel on that.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Well, at least we don't have any stress dealers here. Of course, we can still get stressed if we get crit, but this is not guaranteed. This was a good stun. Okay, let's get rid of the stinger.
Decimated.
And the maggot. I don't want to be taking 2 attacks every turn. It's gonna bleed out. And maybe help him a bit. Okay, so now he's gonna die. And I think we need the debuff, minus 30% protection. That'll be a huge difference. And we dodged the pinch. Good. This causes a crazy bleed for 10 damage for 3 rounds. So I'm glad we avoided that. And that's another reason why I took so many bandages, because I was afraid that we could meet some of these guys, and really bandage is the best way how to get rid of the bleed. Okay, good. I should be able to kill him before he can attack again. Down to 15, so we need 6 damage. There we go. Nice.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh, I kind of want to take the ruby.
The light, the promise of safety.
Come on. Not now.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
And there is the bleed. So with the crit it's 50 damage, so obviously it has to be healed immediately. And now we just keep him stunned as much as possible, reduce the protection. Okay, let's heal. And I hope that we land the stun. Good. Thinking about trying again. Still have like 40% chance. Nope. Oh, that was a nice crit. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you'd have to get a crit, and probably even that wouldn't be enough.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, what now? Did we get scouting? We did. But... oh, we actually got the crit proc for the scouting, so we know where the boss is. Perfect. Still have 2 fights to go before we get to the boss, but won't waste time going up. This means... is there anything that requires shovels? Nope. Okay, let's throw them away.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
And we managed to surprise them again. This will be quite interesting because we have like 3 high priority targets. I have to start with the troll. I was hoping the plague that goes before we kill the troll because he doesn't leave a corpse. Didn't quite work that way. Oh, that was a nice crit. Okay, let's go for a stun. Might have been better to actually kill the piranha. If he gets guarded, then you're gonna be screwed with a ton of damage. Now he's guarding the Tide Master. Okay. Yeah, this could be a problem though. He has to get an attack. Really? Okay, this should remove the guard. And we kill the Tide Master before he gets guarded again. perfect.
Destroyed.
Now we just get back to positions. Try to heal as much as possible. Okay, let's reduce the damage. Oh, that was a nice heal. Perfect. Hopefully we get one more good heal now. It's a crit, but only for 4. And we still have a chance to heal some more. Perfect. This worked quite nicely in the end.
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And now we can camp. We have to somehow remove the stress, so we won't get that many buffs. But 59 stress, that would make the Plague Doctor priority target for the boss, and we can't allow that to happen.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight. An uneasy
Okay,
companion.
first let's make sure that we don't get ambushed. That's still a lot. I love to get the sharpened spear. Is there any buff we can get for 2 points? Increase stress by 15, damage 20%. So I would be basically trading 15 stress for 15 stress and 20% damage. Or I can just go for the sharpened spear. It might be easier to reduce the stress on the occultist. I think I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna give the buff to the Houndmaster. Okay. So now we rest. I hope that this fight is just something real easy, because I don't want more stress, I don't want more damage. Holy. At least they're surprised. Okay, let's go for the AoE stun. I'm gonna attack these two anyway, but there is not such a high chance that they're actually gonna die, so... Okay, at least one is down, the other one is stunned. Okay, let's go for another stun. You have to reduce the amount of attacks they get, because they're hitting super hard. I have to start healing. Damn. 18, really? Okay, Let's go for another stun. Okay, perfect. I just had to do it. I'm really nervous that he could get 19 damage on the Houndmaster, and I don't want to be on death's door. Was risky because he had the stun buff, but it worked. So let's heal, and a nice heal. Even 28 crit wasn't enough to fully heal him. Probably gonna hit. We're gonna get hit once more, unless we get lucky. Oh, we got good. So it wasn't that bad. We even have extra holy water. I'm gonna take gold. And we don't have shovels, so we're gonna ignore the chest. So in the end, it's not that bad. We can heal with food. Anyone else? Nope. So is there anything else we can do? We have no debuffs. Flasks are up. So let's do it.
even in death, the captain shouts his orders. And the crew.
Okay, so now he's spawning the ad. And as long as the ad doesn't have the chain active, it has 50% protection, so we may as well ignore it, do some damage to the boss. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna attack the Anchorman, because the Blight Tick is gonna make it easier to one-shot him once he's active. Come on. Oh, he has 115% Blight Resist, I didn't notice that. That was a mistake. So what we could try is stun him. Or we can just buff the dog and go for the boss. Let's just go with the original plan. This would just make everything more difficult. I'm trying to come up with something crazy here. Okay. Where do you want to start? Can't avoid this attack, so let's do everything we can to increase the chance of one shot here. Okay. Please one shot it. Nope. The bleed is irrelevant, so we have to waste an attack to kill it. It was close. The chance was really good, but not good enough. Okay, let's mark it again. Or again, let's mark the boss. Actually, we didn't mark it before. Now we can start stacking up some blights. Okay, as long as he's not spawning the ad, it's good for us. There is the ad. And time for a second round of flasks. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. Not gonna try to poison the Anchorman again. Where are those crits? Okay, 23 to 42 without the crit. 31, not that bad. And we landed the bleed. Okay, don't care about stress really. We are still doing good, but it can change at any moment.
A decisive
Okay, nice
pummeling.
crit. Who goes next? I was hoping the Hellion goes next because I wanted to save the Hound Master. He can do a lot more damage. But well,
Eradicated.
don't have a choice, so let's attack. We keep stacking up the blight. It's 15 damage per turn just from those dots. It's quite good. Oh, and we can't use the Iron Sword now because the ad is not up. Okay. I'll just go for the flat damage then. Yeah, this is what I wanted to avoid, because now we can't attack. Well, I'll just move back then. That's all we can do. With 42 hit points, I think I'm gonna just try to burn the boss down. Ignore marks and stuff like that, just hope that we get one crit or something. Down to 16. Just depends on who goes first, if the Hellion goes first or the ad. And it seems that
Finally,
we are done.
a sailor's death.
Okay,
Captain
wasn't that hard.
Fitting.
Let's take our reward and go home. So this means that we have only the 16 pounder left, and I'm really not looking forward to that fight. Like, I'd rather do all the other bosses 10 times than just doing one fight against the 16 pounder. I just hate the mechanics of the fight, so it will be fun next time. What did we get? Crew Bell, 35% move resist, 20% heals received. Not such a big deal. Okay, and 5,000, but I don't care about the reward. I'm just happy that the boss is dead. It wasn't even that hard. What did we get? Second wind, replaced Unholy Slayer. Probably doesn't matter anymore. We shouldn't be fighting too many undead now, or unholy. Now it should be mostly eldritch and humans. Minus 3% crit range skills, we want to heal that, and Unquiet Mind, it's probably irrelevant. Oh no! He's lost the hard skinned. That's like the best quirk for a tank. The clutch hitter is nowhere close to that. I should have paid and locked the hard skin. That was a mistake. Well, it happens. Maybe off camera I'll actually check our heroes, and if there are any really good quirks, I'm just gonna pay and make sure that we don't lose them. What's this? Party gains 15% virtue chance on next quest. Don't care about this one. Because most of the time when we now gain virtues, they actually just replace something better. So often it's actually bad. Okay, so we are back in town. I'm still checking the stagecoach because I would like to get another Hellion on level 3 preferably. And next time, yeah, it's 16 pounder. Um, I will have to check if we have a setup for that. In case we get the hero who is good for the fight and we have to heal him, I may delay it by 1 week. But even in that case, I would just do one easy run off camera. So the next thing I'm gonna record is definitely the 16 pounder. And we'll see how that goes. If we can kill him, we'll have only the darkest dungeon left. So yeah, we are getting close, and I hope that you like these boss fights. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next fight again, and until then, have a good time. Bye bye.